What are the top lists that you should be pulling from Propstream right now in your wholesale real estate business? What's up, YouTube? Biz Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you all different lists that you can pull right now in your business in order to wholesale real estate. Recently, I pulled a list from Propstream and I was able to get a call back from a seller. And hopefully soon, or maybe I posted a video already, me showing that conversation with a motivated seller. So this proves that this software is real, it works for people, and if you all are interested, whether you're looking to flip properties, hold rentals, or do anything in real estate, Propstream is a great software for you to use. If you all are interested, check my link down below. Get a 7 free day trial using my link, and it helps support this channel. So I just wanted to also talk about just updates on the housing market, and because it's important to look at the stats and what's going on in the housing market in order to cater your list specifically to real estate investing, to wholesaling. Do your own research, but of course this video is great because I give you all some of the research that I use in order to look at which list to pull. But I'm going to share my screen with you all, share you all how to pull a list from Propstream, and also just share some updates to the housing market in general. So looking here, these are just some articles that I've been reading about the housing market and everything of that nature. And zombie prompt foreclosures shrink to an even smaller portion of the U.S. housing stock in the second quarter. So zombie foreclosures are properties that are vacant and are in pre-foreclosure, right? So right here, it says that vacant properties showing that there's 1.3 million residential properties that still sit vacant. That figure represents 1.3% of homes across the nation, right? The report also reveals that 237,000 residential properties in the U.S. are in the process of foreclosures in the second quarter of this year. So that's down 2.3%. So this is such interesting data because for the past 2 years, I think after 2021, when the moratorium of foreclosures got lifted, foreclosures were going up year after year, month after month, quarter after quarter, and probably for the whole year of 2024, it is going to be up. But it's just interesting that they're saying that the first quarter of 2024, foreclosure is actually down 2.3%. In 2024, and down 23.9% from the second quarter of 2023. Foreclosure activity has declined this year following a surge in cases that hit after nationwide moratorium, like I was just saying. And then among the pre-foreclosure properties, around 7,000 sit vacant as zombie properties. You remember, zombie properties have 2 layers. It has the pre-foreclosure, and then it's vacant. So there's not a lot. There's only 7,000 in America in the second quarter of 2024. That figure is down from the prior quarter by 5.4% and down 20.6%. Maybe people are watching my videos and looking after and going after these zombie properties. That's why it's down so much, because probably I talk about this all the time, these zombie properties. But hey, there's still 7,000. They may be in your city, so look out for that. But I just think it's interesting. I'm wondering why foreclosures are down, because we're still not at the level of pre-pandemic levels with foreclosures at our normal rate of foreclosure. So I don't know if people are actually just more responsible now and they're paying their bills. Are banks giving more grace to people? Are people just moving more into rentals, and so there's not as many people with properties to own? I wonder what's really causing this. Predictions of a huge spike in foreclosures after moratorium, potential a surge in zombie properties never came true. That going back to pre-pandemic levels never came back, like I was just saying. And then the opposite has happened. It began to be harder to find these vacant properties. The dip nationwide. I want to see if there's a reason. But the vacancy rate for all residential properties have remained virtually the same for 8 quarters in a row. So there's still a ton of vacant properties that you all can look for. And then they just have some other stats. So with this list, I'm going to try to learn something and try to cater my Propstream list. So one thing I'm going to do is that it seems like vacant properties are steady. So what we're going to look for are vacant properties. So I'm using Indianapolis in Indiana. Hopefully I said that correctly. But down here, you could just go vacant and see how many vacant properties they have. They have 13,700 vacant properties. And that's out of a list of 364,000. All right. So that's roughly what, less than like maybe around 3 to 4% of properties. All right. So next thing that we're going to do is you could just do that, but you want it to have some sort of equity. So I would do vacant properties, but right here, valuation and equity, I will put at least 50%. All right. Let's see how low this goes. So it goes down to 11,000, so not much. All right. What else? Ownership information. We want them to own it. Let's say we don't want a recently vacant property. Maybe it's getting flipped. Maybe they're turning it over, whatever. Let's say they owned the property for at least 5 years before the pandemic. All right, now we're down to 4,000 properties. Honestly, this is a good list to target. 4,000, you could break it off, do the first 1,000 one week, the second 1,000 the next week, and just keep on rotating that list. And this is a perfect vacant list. And so this is based off of data I talked to you all about. I showed you all about how foreclosures are down, zombie properties are down, but vacant properties have remained steady. And so this would be a good list to target. Now, if I exit all of this, the next thing that I want to do, you can still go for pre-foreclosures. You can just click pre-foreclosures right here. Where is it? And there's 1,000 properties. I mean, that's still a good list to target. Another way you can find it is just go to pre-foreclosures right here and just click notice of default. And it's a little bit lower. I don't know why. But once again, even though foreclosures are lower, zombie properties are lower, those are still properties that you can target. And so zombie property, let's see how many are in here. And the great thing about Propstream, you can just click zombie properties. Once again, check my link down below if you're interested in getting one of these, in getting Propstream. All right, so from here, you see that there's only 110 zombie properties. And so, yeah, that's another list that I would target, zombie properties. And there's a ton of different lists. I would look for senior owners, people who own their properties for a long time. And I'll just drill down the different filters that you can get from senior owners, because there's around 8,400. These are properties that are owned by older people who owned it for a while. So there's equity, and maybe they're moving on into the next stage of life. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below.